Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Love Never Dies. And I am Pamela Marie Edmunds, broadcasting to you from Sedona, Arizona. And I need to say, it is a tad warm out there. We're probably in the high 90s right now. And they have a excessive heat watch out. Being from back east, I can remember seeing, there's a snowstorm coming in, and you would get different posts from the weathermen. Well, out here it's an excessive heat watch, and that it could go up to 111. So that's when I stay in the house with the nice air conditioning going on. And I've come to compare it, as I come from Massachusetts, I compare this time to the snow time back east, when it's like, okay, the weather's bad, it's cold, you stay in. So I've kind of switched the two. Plus the fact I'm running the air conditioner, which is, an expense, but it's a necessity. It is a strong necessity. So tonight, I want to welcome everyone who's here, whether you're here as part of the Zoom call or that you're listening to this later on. And for anybody here who does not know, all of these recordings are being posted on my YouTube page. My YouTube page is Pamela Marie Edmunds. Nothing in between, just straight Pamela Marie Edmunds with a U. And I do have links that I post on my Facebook page, which is Pamela-Marie Edmunds. The YouTube page has this show. It has tomorrow night's show, which is called The Pet Detectives. And The Pet Detectives is about some unique work that I and a few other wonderful mediums, animal communicators, intuitive/psychics are doing in the way of animals. And we have a number of animals from the other side that are working with us, and we are receiving communication from them. And on top of that, we are receiving communication with a number of the animals here. It's quite a powerful experience. And tomorrow night, I will be your host there. The same time as this show, it's going to be, if you're in the East Coast, it's going to be starting at 8 p.m. And my show, the show tomorrow night there, is going to be, is going to be called Sylvester, a special cat here on Earth. And right now, as I speak that, I have a rather large, I'm going to say, calendar booklet. And he's sitting up and he's biting on the side of it, like he understands, okay? He communicates to me. He also communicates to another dear friend. Anybody knows June Evans? And it's going to be an interesting story. And hopefully I'll be able to quiet and get a message from him. But the animals are all about being heard. They're all about getting respect and being treated with love. So some of it's about pet detective work, finding lost pets, finding what happened to pets that passed, but also about the various types of abuse and how we can maybe help. And of course, some of the wonderful animal shelters that have popped up across the country. So I want to leave you that. I also do want to mention for people that I do a Tuesday night called Meditation and Message Circle. It's an hour. About half of that time is meditation. The other half I do messages, whether it's an intuitive message or it's a mediumship message. And very often, as the group comes together for each evening, there's a similar theme, I find. And a message I may give to one person may have pertinence to another person or a couple other people in the group. So that is a reasonable $10 for an hour, okay? So tonight is my monthly show. I need to tell you, doing this work, this is one of the things I enjoy doing. Because I never know who's coming in. I never know what they're going to say. And from doing this work for so long now, I've started probably late 90s, early 2000, doing mediumship. It's a joy to be able to be there to help you people, but also to help the others on the other side. There's a huge healing, there's comfort that comes in, and it's wonderful. So tonight is Messages of Love from Heaven. That's the segment name, and that's what this is going to be listed as underneath Love Never Dies. If you wanted to go and listen to this afterwards, maybe say, gee, Pamela gave me a message. Now, what was exactly how she said it? Because what ends up happening for anybody who does any kind of message work, mediumship, and I need to say psychic because psychic is some of the energy we're working with, or intuitive or animal communication. Often we're tuning into the energy and we have specific words that we want to share and use. And they're important to the message, okay? The way it is given is very important. So tonight what I'm going to do is going to gather around everybody here in the group tonight and see where I'm drawn to bring a message. And I prefer this to be a mediumship message, meaning spirit communication, receiving a message from a loved one to bring to somebody who is here listening to me talking. And what I want to say is, if you're open for a message, to start with sending me a little message in the chat and tell me that you'd like a message. Say, oh, this is such and such. I would love a message to help me get going, okay? All right? And for some reason, ladies, I don't understand this. The cat is still up here. I have a little angel statue on here. He likes to chew her wings. I haven't quite figured out what that's about. I feel like there's some sort of a connection, but that's something I'm going to figure out in the future. So anyway, but awesome. It's like a cat chewing on angel's wings. So anyway, but okay. First message I saw, hang on. Chat, I saw Melinda. Hang on. First one I saw, hang on. But if I'm reading this top to bottom, I believe so. Okay, first person I'm seeing is Lori. Lori, you can unmute your mic so you can listen to me, sweetie.
Okay.
Or respond. Someone's coming in and telling me you've been a bit low today. Okay, your energy has been a bit low. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and what I'm being told by them is that it's got a lot to do with the energies on the planet, but it also has a lot to do with the energies of the people around you that you're interacting with.
Okay.
And I have a woman coming in who is very fond of you. She loves your laugh. She loves your smile. I feel grandmotherly with her, okay?
Okay.
And I feel like she also had issues dealing with other people, okay?
Okay.
She had some, I'm going to say nicely, some negativity around her in the family. And somebody drinking? Were there some drinkers?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm sensing, some drinkers, which obviously is a lower vibration.
Yep.
When people are drinking, they literally put holes into their aura, their energy center, and they can take on attachments of negative energies that keep them drinking and keep them in that lower place, okay?
Okay.
What she's telling me is listen to Pamela. She says, listen to Pamela. And what she's wanting me to do is access my knowledge around heavy energies. And I feel like this is important for a lot of people listening. Because we're all very, very open to the spirit realm, we're also very open to positive and negative energies in all sorts of ways. We can go to a place and we can feel the love, the high vibration of love, but then we can go someplace and we can feel the heavy, heavy, dense energy of hate or anger, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What she's wanting me to share is what you need to do. You need to be aware when your energy is changing.
Okay.
Okay, I was with such and such, or I was on the phone with this other person, and I walked away. I didn't feel so good. That's the kind of stuff you've got to be aware of. You follow me, dear?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you do in that case? And this is for everybody listening. What do you do if you feel like you've picked up energy that is not yours? Okay? That's not yours.
Well, because, to put it bluntly, I live with it. So I spend a lot of time outside.
Good.
And I have spent so much time outside with chipmunks that come all the time. I have named them. And now when I go out, I can call them and hand feed them.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You're also learning some animal communication skills here too, is what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is for you, when you do start feeling your energy drop, that for you to simply call in some of the higher beings, whoever you feel connected with. You can go straight up to the source. You can go to Archangel Michael. You can go to Jesus. You can go to Mary. Whomever you have trust in, okay?
Okay. And
tell them if I have taken on somebody else's energy that does not belong to me, I ask this to be lifted from me. You don't want to send it back to them, because that's kind of mean. All right, do you follow? Because you want the best for them, right? But so what you maybe want to do is, I forgive you. Maybe I forgive you for dropping this to you. But the thing is, you accepted it. You follow me?
Okay. Yeah.
You accepted. Maybe you accepted it because they're sick, they're not feeling well, and it's like you want to help them, make them feel better. But the thing is, you do not want yourself being sacrificed, your energy level to be sacrificed. Okay?
Right.
All right. And I want to say welcome to whoever came in. I have a funny feeling it might be June Elaine.
Yes, it is. Awesome.
Wonderful. And I want to welcome her. We've got a wonderful group here. So this grandmotherly figure, I'm going to say she's got rosy cheeks, okay?
Okay.
And I want to say she loved making things with chocolate. And when the summer season came around, she would be doing blueberries, she would be doing strawberries. Do you recognize any of this?
I would have to say my mother's mother.
Okay.
And
okay.
She made the worst lemonade ever. Not enough sugar.
Okay. Awesome. That's cute. That's cute. But it's like she wants to let you know that she's here and she understands what you're going through. She says, but you really need to listen to the tips that Pamela was giving you. There's another thing that you can do is take a bath or even a shower. But what you want to do is use some Epsom salt. Okay? That'll help cleanse the toxins off of you. In the tub, basically, you put it in as a part of the soaking, that the water, it soaks with the water. You can add some sort of scent that's really good for you. But if you're in a shower, get a spray bottle. Some people don't have bathtubs. Get a spray bottle and fill it up with, I would say, warm water. and to put some Epsom salts in that and spray yourself down and then wash yourself down from the shower.
Okay.
All right? Okay?
Wonderful.
So I want to leave that with you. This woman's got a birthday coming up real soon here, she's telling me.
Ew.
You used to send her cards. She used to send you cards too.
Yes, and I still have a few of her last handwritten things, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, along with my
Something
mom
about
still has all her recipes.
And something about cookouts. There were a number of family cookout gatherings, okay?
She would come from Boston to Maine and would look at me and say, who would want to live in this godforsaken place? And it was like, me, I want to live here. So
Okay, but she's here with lots of love. And for some reason I feel even in times that you were bored, she's either pulling out cards or some sort of board games.
yes.
Okay.
Or Rice Krispie treats.
And you like to make it finger licking good kind of deal with your fingers. It's tasty.
Yes, because I'm teaching my grandchildren how to cook and bake.
Wonderful. She wants to tell you she's around and she'll be glad to help give you some recipes.
Oh, okay.
You need to be the, what's the word? The writer, you need to take notes. Okay? You need to take notes. And she is, you do know she's around you already.
Yes, because I figure I take care of both my parents, but I figure she's with her mom. Right. Her daughter, my mom.
Okay. Okay. So I'm finished with you, sweetheart. She brings lots of love, and I'm going to move on to the next person. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, dear. And now I'm looking to find the chat room. Okay. Hang on. Chat room, who was requesting? All right. Karen, are you still with us? Okay, no, Tanya's next. Oh gosh. Everybody wants a message. Okay. Karen, may I come to you, dear? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, wonderful. I want to say that you could be doing exactly what I'm doing here right now. And that, I want the words that are coming to me is confidence builders. Are you understanding why I'm getting those words?
Yep.
Okay. And something about you, welcome whomever's coming in, something about you need more practice, you need to build up more confidence, and that's how you're really going to be able to do it. I feel like you got the right tools. Matter of fact, I've got a man who's coming in, and I feel like most of his lifetime, you would have remembered him with a mustache.
Okay.
And I feel in his latter years, there's a clear receding hairline here. His hair did age color-wise, but I need to say, I feel like it's more salt and pepper than mine is. Okay?
Yep.
All right? And I feel like he's coming in on Dad's side of the house.
Okay.
As the weather is warm, you would have seen him outside in the yard. I feel like he's got a garden area that he's putting his hands into, and he's wearing some sort of a hat to help shield him from the sunlight.
Okay.
I feel like he would have passed. It's some sort of a breathing issue going on. It's either emphysema or there's something going on in the lungs.
Oh. Okay.
And he lost a lot of his body weight, and also was unable to eat the way he used to eat.
Okay.
Right? Are you understanding this at all?
No, but I'll take whoever's coming in because usually I figure it out later.
I am feeling his hands have been well worked.
Okay.
Calloused. He's definitely someone who's working with his hands, whether it be masonry whether it be wood, whether it be metal, whether it be under the car hood. It's like he was a multitasker. And to get the income in to take care of the brood is what I'm hearing. He needed to be able to be flexible in the kind of work that he could offer.
Okay.
Even would do it like for a neighbor.
Okay.
Well, I've got the lawnmower here. Can I come over and cut your lawn? It's like he's a multitasker. He's a handyman. Okay?
Yep.
And what he's coming in talking to me for you about is that you're in the process of finding new financial resources for your, can I use the word survival?
Yep.
And what he's telling me to say is you need to have multi ways of doing it, just like he did. Okay? I do feel there's a specific focus to the work you do, okay?
Yeah.
But what I'm getting from that is you can, how can I explain this? You can take a focus and it can fit over here or over here when you add this or that to it.
Okay.
And that's the kind of thing that you're needing to do.
Okay.
Are you understanding his message?
Yes.
Okay. And he says, sit down and listen to us. We're going to give you some more tips.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
And there's somebody that's pulling on your shirt. And what I'm feeling is a younger person.
Okay.
Would there be a younger child or somebody else who thinks of you very highly?
Not that I am aware of right now.
What I'm feeling is it's somebody who's trying to get your attention.
Okay.
Right now, yes, we are all still part of this this epidemic and a lot of people staying at home, okay?
Right. Yep.
I feel like this is somebody who's very fond of you, and if they were with you, they would literally be right next to you.
Okay.
It could be a niece. I want to go with a female,
Yeah.
okay? And I feel like you're a teacher for her.
Okay.
She's very sensitive.
Yes.
She believes in spirit. And she wants to learn more about it. But she's also going to teach you some stuff too.
Okay.
All right? So you understand the teacher's hat and the student's hat is going to be
Yes.
switching
Always.
back and forth. Okay?
Yes. Always. Yep.
All right? This is an important message for you, Karen. All right?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay? And I want to thank the gentleman who came in. I do feel like you're going to know who he is. And what I often will do if I'm not quite sure, I will ask Spirit to give me some guidance. Give me a hit on who that was. But if the message makes sense, trust it, okay?
Exactly.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, you're very welcome, all right? Okay, is June Elaine still here?
Yes, hi.
Welcome. I'm glad you joined us. We've got a good crew here this evening, and
Awesome.
I've got a message for you from Billy. Billy showed up earlier, nudging me to make sure that I was here on the call.
I'd love to communicate with him, yes.
Okay. And for those people who don't know, Billy is the son of a gentleman named Guy Dussault. And for any of you that have never checked out a couple, I'm going to say huge Facebook groups called Signs from Our Loved Ones. And it's a great place for people who have had recent losses. It's also a great place for a lot of us those of us who have been around this for longer, to support others. And I do want to say Claire Ann Stevenson, who is with us, is an admin on that particular those particular groups. And she just shared it. Anybody see the chat? 184,000 between two groups. One group is private and the other group is open. So Billy was really the catalyst for his dad, Guy, to start these groups. It was through Guy's loss of Billy. And I'm going to say it's probably about 12 years ago, I believe. And so Billy, June Elaine, wants you to know that he's picking you as a communicator for him.
I felt him for 2 days in a row. He told me he was going to be here tonight.
He is wanting to assist, for you to help assist some of these parents that are still grieving the loss of their children.
Right.
Okay? It's tied to, it's another level of some of the work that you're already doing, okay?
Yes.
And he wants to be a spokesperson.
Oh.
And what he wants to say is, it was pretty stupid the way he passed, the way he crossed over. And a lot of other kids do something stupid, not realizing that they're on the line between life and death, okay? And for anyone who didn't know, he was on an ATV at night and hit a tree, okay? Nighttime is not a good time to be riding an ATV out in the woods, okay? But that was Billy. He says, that was me. That was what I pushed the envelope. And there's a lot of other, okay, he was in his 20s when he crossed. He says there's a lot of other people who have passed early because of some of their stupidity. And this is what he's wanting to assist with, okay? And he's also saying, wants to tell you, he says, June Elaine, it's not a fluke. It's not a made up thing. You are going to be with a special partner again. And you will be wearing a wedding band.
Oh,
okay?
Gosh. Yep.
Wants to
Keep
tell
going.
you it's real. Okay? And I'm going to leave you with that. And he says, if you look at pictures of my dad, you can see me in it.
Well, also, I'd love to give your dad a few messages, Billy, at some point in time, of evidential mediumship that you and I are, wow, connecting.
Well, he will let you know when the time is right, okay?
Oh, thank you,
All
Pamela.
right, but that's for now. Find a picture of Billy.
I
For
will.
anybody who doesn't know, oursonbilly.com.
All right, I'll do
Okay.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Okay, all right. Let's see now, everybody. And I've totally lost time. I think I'm going to say we are at least 15 minutes late starting. If people are open to it, I'm willing to go a full hour here so I can get as many messages out. Some of them are lengthy, but they're important. And for me to be able to give you evidence of who I have, it's important for me to keep talking, okay? All right, let's see who else is here. Melinda, I'm just going to go randomly by names now. Are you there, sweetheart?
I am, yes.
Okay. And may I bring a message to you? I still need to ask.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. I've got a male who's coming in who was a lot of fun when you were a little girl. Okay? And I'm feeling more of an uncle who passed early on. Do you recognize an uncle?
Yes.
I'm feeling like he didn't take care of himself for some reason. Okay? I'm feeling like he might, there's some smoking of some sort. That might even be some pot smoking. Not sure. Okay? Could be cigarette or pot or both. But I'm also feeling it's like he he tried to lift himself up by outside sources. You know, the appropriate way, excuse the call here, the appropriate way for someone to lift their spirits is by going within and them being able to do it on their own, right? Or knowing, well, let's go for a walk. Let's play some music. Okay? I feel like he's on, for some reason, I want to go father's side of the house. And when he did work, he worked with his hands. He could be very, very creative, but he didn't believe that. He had a lot of low feelings about himself, okay? He's a good-looking guy. I do feel like he's got some shoulders on him. And he could look trim. When he didn't look trim, that's when you knew he wasn't doing well. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Because he comes in with a lot of fondness for you. All right? Because I do feel like he was a kid at heart. Okay? And to me, a kid at heart is almost sitting at the table with all the kids and staying away from the adults. Or they're down on the floor with the toys, or they're the one leading the game, or whatever, okay? And what he's telling me to tell you that you need some game time, some play time. He says, you got the perfect tool right there, that cute little guy. He says, even though you need to do work, when you're working at home, you need to have quality playtime. It will keep you charged, is what he's telling me to say. Okay? And he comes in with lots of love, and he's telling me to tell you that the little guy is one heck of a player. Okay? You just need to ignite that within him very simply, but also ignite it within yourself. All right? For some reason, your son and your hubby, your son's father, they do really good playing. For some reason, you get caught up with everything else that needs to go on, all right? And I want to say that you could learn by watching the two. And speaking of the little guy, his name is Kevin, and I hear him.
He is. He's awake still.
How old is he, dear?
He's 2.
He's two. He's two. He's a handful, but he's a sweetheart.
He's here.
Oh, hi,
Wanna say
Kevin.
hi?
Hi. Hi, Kevin. My name's Pamela. Hi. I like your green. Is that green pajamas?
Yes, dinosaur.
Nice. So this wonderful uncle of yours, and I'm going to say great uncle to him is what I'm feeling, right? Is there wanting to get some play going, okay? Call him in to help you. His energy can be and was, the word I want to say is confectious. Is that right? Infectious? It's catching. It's catching. Okay? All right. Lots of love from him. I feel like he used to try tickling you for some reason. And he'd pick you up and give you a big hug when you come in the door. It was a special time when he was around. So anyway, he is around, and just keep knowing that, all right? Lots of love to you, Belinda, dear. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Welcome, and thank you for coming in, Uncle. All right. Okay, let me go with, let's see. Christina. May I bring you a message, dear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. I'm just going with pulling names off the top of my head here now, okay? I know you have a youngster too. A little bit, I believe he's twice the age of Belinda's.
Mm-hmm.
And what I need to say, I feel like that last message was very important for you too.
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, the men, dad and son, can somehow meld and get the playing going on. but you have more responsibilities, and therefore your mind is in different places.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that you need to have some quality playtime too. Okay? And I feel like this is coming more from a grandmother. Have you got a grandmother on the other side?
I have one here and one on the other side, yes.
And this one on the other side had to have her hair just so when she was out and about?
Yes.
She was very particular about her hair, and I do feel like she's making herself look the best she can.
Mm-hmm.
All right? She had a few wrinkles, but it was like, I'm going to just camouflage them, okay? And she might have worn a scarf around her neck. Some reason I'm losing my voice a little bit. I do feel like she had some issues with speaking at times. Maybe she had some health issues, or just plain speaking up and saying no on what she really needed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I do feel she's a beautiful spirit, and I do feel like she is with you. You got your fingers in the cake dough. Okay? Do you remember working in the kitchen, being in the kitchen with her and putting your fingers to taste the batter?
No, but I think this might be a great grandmother. And I would have when I was much younger, but I don't really remember a lot of it.
Okay.
But
All right.
but everyone says she was always, that's what she did with all of us.
Fudge brownies?
Possibly. I always make them now, so maybe that's where I got it from.
Okay,
Once a week, yeah.
Yeah, fudge brownies. And I feel like she used to do my scratch.
Oh yes, everything would have been by scratch. Yes.
And you often do pick the box up, although you know scratch tastes better.
Don't tell my mother.
This woman also used to like to put curl into her hair.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Whether it's merely putting rollers, some of the old-fashioned ones that she would sleep on,
Yes.
or she's actually going to get a perm. I feel like she kind of did a little bit of each at times, okay? Very studious is what I want to say for some reason. It's
Yes.
like she's really wanting to learn about as much as she can, whether she's reading, whether she's listening to some documentaries,
Mm-hmm.
or she's learning in other ways by watching people's behavior and being with people, okay? And what she's telling me that this is you too.
Yes.
But she says you need to balance between that playtime and the studious times, okay? And she says you were looking at a outfit, a possible new outfit. You walked away from it because you thought, no, I got to spend money for something else. She says, no, you need a new outfit.
Okay.
Do you recognize what she's talking about?
I always look for stuff for me. Recently I have been, and then I go, no, I've been working from home, so I haven't been working as much. Taylor needs stuff before I do. Yep, I've been doing that. Yep.
But what she's saying is, she says you need a pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Even if it's a summer outfit that you just wear around the house.
Okay.
But you need a pick-me-up. And you've got flowers in the backyard. She says pick some of them and bring them in. Okay? All right? Mm-hmm. And she's talking about the scent being very important for you. And for the rest of the household. Okay? I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to thank her for coming in. Thank you for working with me. Okay. Who else do I have that I haven't gotten to yet? Okay, one name's coming to me. Give me a minute. Cindy?
Yes. I'm
Hi,
here.
sweetie.
Hi.
You've got somebody who's been trying to communicate to you. I feel it's a male. I feel like he was a cigarette smoker. Mm-hmm. So you may smell cigarette smoke, some stale smoke.
Yes.
I almost feel like he's tapping you on the back. It's like, Cindy, I'm here. Can you listen to me? And
Yes.
what I want to say is, I feel like his energy was close to you like family, yet I'm not feeling he's family. Do you comprehend that?
Okay. All right.
He's a stickler for details,
Okay.
okay? He's a good-looking guy, but the cigarette smoking got to him.
Mm-hmm.
It made him sick. It discolored his fingers. It went through his whole body, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like he's got some major issues in his lungs because of it, okay?
Yes.
And he's coughing, he's having trouble breathing, and I feel like as he's coughing, stuff's coming up out of him, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And his body is thinned down tremendously because of all of this, okay? I do
Yes.
feel like it's cancer and a combination of a couple other things going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a heck of a personality in the way of sense of humor, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what really kept him going, okay? His sense of humor and being around people who also could appreciate that and loved him and cared about him. And he
Yes.
said to me that somehow what I'm saying is a mirror of you, okay? Okay?
Yes.
It's like he's talking about himself, but it's like he says, she has a lot of this in her too. And I'm not even actually getting the rest of what I just said. I've said it once, you heard it, and that's what he's talking about. He says, sense of humor, dear.
Yes.
There are some, I need to say, relationships around you that seem sour.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also, like other people right now, there's some issues around money. And what
Okay.
he says is, look at the bright side.
Right.
Laugh about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
the good stuff that's important in there. Okay, maybe you're not making a paycheck or out with other people, but there are other people that you can still connect with. Do you
Yes.
follow?
Yes.
And to help keep your spirits up. And what I need to say too is to you is for you to sit in meditation and ask Spirit, where can I create some more income? What can I be doing? Can you please help me?
Okay.
If it's something, and this is good for everybody to hear, if it's something else I need to learn,
Mm-hmm.
help me know what that is. And
Yes.
something I need to shift my, it's almost like we've got blinders on thinking, oh, it's gonna be this.
Mm-hmm.
Blinders off. We totally say, no, it doesn't have to be that. I'd like to suggest to you to sit down and write all the wonderful tools that you have in the way of being out there in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
You got a nice smile and a wonderful laugh right here is what I'm getting to begin with. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. And how can you apply those in a work a day situation? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I do feel there's a little more schooling for you to do. I know you've done
Okay.
some, but I feel there's something to enhance what you've already started. Okay?
Okay.
You understand that, and you need to be around people. Somehow
Yes.
you need to be connecting people. Even if you're doing a Zoom,
Right.
okay? You need to
Yeah.
be working with people. At some point, the gifts of your spiritual gifts will be on that list. But right now, you need to build your confidence in those areas. Okay?
Right. Yes.
Okay. And that's all right.
Yep. Yep. That's right.
All right. And
Yep.
and ask, yes, you've got a couple teachers that you've had on hand, but ask who else would be good to help you to enhance those. And for
Okay.
you taking on a couple different teachers, that's fine. It's about you wanting to be able to, I want to say, nip it in the butt, so to speak, so that you feel comfortable with and you can use it to assist other people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All
Yes.
right? Are you understanding the message, dear?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do. Thank you.
You're welcome, and then thank the dear loved one who showed up to give that through me. So, okay.
Yes.
Who else is needing a message that I have not communicated with? And I need to tell June Elaine, Billy's still here, and I feel like he wants you to sit with him later on.
Well, I'd love to. He's been, like I said, he came through a couple of days in a row. I'm not surprised at all. I'll do my best to, thank you, Pamela.
Excuse me with my nose, everybody. Who else is here that would like a message? I've lost track of who's on the call here.
Marianne.
I heard of, okay, I know Tanya's here. And who was that just spoke a minute ago? Is Tanya the one left, or is there somebody else?
It's Claire Ann.
Tanya's still here? Let's start with Tanya quick.
Hi, I'm still here.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
You've got some issues going on in your work vibration that you're not thrilled about. Am I correct?
Not as of right now. But I hope
Are you
I hope
working
that's not-
or you're not working? Is that the situation?
I am working.
Okay. Yet you'd like to apply your skills at a higher level, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's almost like you're in the beginner's spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And
Yep.
what I want to say to you is that you need to be where you're at for a little while longer so that you can learn some more from these different people that are around you. Some of it's working skills, but also some of it's people skills.
Mm-hmm.
And the people skills sometimes are hard to get away from.
Yeah.
And what I'm meaning is these couple people over the corner here gossiping, or somebody looking over your shoulder, doing things that really is inappropriate, okay? So what I want to say is don't get upset with them. Just send them some positive energy because they don't quite get it, all right? They don't get it. And a lot of people are caught in looking outside of themselves because looking within is kind of scary. All right? And I think you understand all of this that I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because to be in a work environment with people, whether we're physically with them or whether we're doing like we're doing here right now,
Mm-hmm.
can be very challenging. Okay? And people come in with their stuff.
Right.
What's going on at home, et cetera, et cetera. So you believe in prayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Send them some prayer when you see some of these things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Be the light worker that you're meant to be. And this is for everybody listening.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
On merely a positive side of this. If for some reason they're affecting you, prayer will help you too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, please help me to forgive this person. Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to speak up and say something very subtle. But you all will understand. And I'm getting a picture of Cindy right now because obviously Cindy's a part of this too. But everybody, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because what are we,
Yes.
all of us who are awake, and when I say awake is, we're not just a physical body here on this earth plane, okay? We're spiritual beings. And that as a spiritual being, we want to be the very best that we can, and we want to help others to be best too, okay? And we do not wish to be in judgment of other people, because technically, while judging someone else, we're judging ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to leave that with you, Tanya, and I can't even remember if I brought a loved one in. You know, do you recognize the individual who came in by way of your sister?
I do. Yes.
Okay. some reason, I mean, he wasn't always good for himself, but he was more focused on other people. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
And some of what I've been telling you is coming from him, and it's important for you to hear too. Okay? And I want to go back to Melinda too. All right? Okay. So who do we have left? We have Claire Ann. Thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you. Claire Ann, you're going to laugh at me. Your hair looks green in this picture I'm seeing.
I thought you were the green one.
I know, and that's what I want to tell everybody. When I was using the laptop, everything was green.
Lighting.
My face was green. I felt like the Wicked Witch of the West. So anyway, I'm feeling I've got a woman who's coming in, and she's saying mother. I do feel extremely motherly with her. I feel besides her being protective of you, I also feel like she trained you in a lot of spiritual matters.
Yes.
Okay? And she's telling me that was part of your contract with her. All right?
No doubt.
And she says that, let's see, she used to wear loose clothes towards the end. And I feel part of it was because she was losing weight in her, and the clothes didn't fit her that well. Is that correct?
That would not be my mother. But the other part's definitely my mother.
All
My
right.
mother was always a perfect weight, and she always wore very tailored clothes.
Okay. All right. Do you recognize the evidence I gave you with somebody else who would have been like a mom? It could be
No.
even somebody that you picked up along the way and became kind of and she became kind of motherly to you.
I did
Okay.
I do have a friend that was very close for a few years after Graham passed. That
Okay.
could maybe fit that description.
She's a little older than you?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
that
And
might be.
very supportive and loving to you?
Yes.
I feel like I've got some sort of issues with my fingers. There's either arthritic or something else going on here with this lady.
Yeah, that I'm not sure about. And I haven't not in a lot of touch with her the last few years.
Okay. Okay. She's got a sweet tooth.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And I'm actually feeling her, sensing her popping a couple candies for the sweet tooth. Okay? That she would have had in a pocket or would have had in a dish or two around. That was just her, kind of her pick-me-up. Okay? And what she's telling me, yes, do you understand?
Yeah, I think it might be my mother's sister.
Okay.
My Aunt Eleanor.
All right. Did she have a little issue with her eyes before she passed?
Could be.
An issue with not being able to see clearly?
Yeah, that I don't know, but she definitely had a big sweet tooth.
Okay, okay.
And she was
Okay.
spiritual too.
Okay, okay. 'Cause
And she always had some extra weight.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've never had my Aunt Eleanor come through.
Can I say that she did spend a lot of time alone though?
Yes.
I feel there was a partner early on, but I almost feel like there's a separation between them.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was married, but they had a distant kind of relationship.
Okay. So she was very much alone, but when she was with family, she just lit up. She
Very
really
close to her
enjoyed,
daughter.
yep, she really enjoyed being around family. And she wants to say she's very, very glad that you're continuing those kind of traditions. It's important for you, but everybody else who's a part of that. And she wants to let you know, Graham's not the only one that comes in attendance on those. She comes in, Mother comes in. it's another sisterly type energy, and I'm not sure if it's sisterly to you or sisterly to one of them.
Pamela,
Okay.
this aunt also has lost her daughter, my cousin.
Okay. And somebody's bringing in their dog. They used to bring the dog with them. Small dog. Do you recognize somebody would have a small dog in your younger years? I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to leave that with you, okay? Let's see what her message is. She wants you to keep, I got the word delving into spiritual matters. She says that you are a sponge for it, and that you're learning tremendously from it. And keep listening to Graham.
Okay.
He's got a head on his shoulders. He always has, but it's like, and I'm going to say, it's expanded, but not in an ego way, all right? Not in an ego sort of way. And that he is there going to give you more details on the next, the word I'm getting is publication.
Excellent.
Okay. And there's lots of love from all of these people I've talked about, because they're all coming in around you. And that dad still has more time here. Okay. And you're going to be helping him to grow some more spiritually before he leaves. All right.
Yeah.
He is open to it now.
Yeah. I mean, he had that reading with you. That was amazing.
Yes. So anyway, and I want us big hugs from these people. They're all huggers, okay, with lots of love, and they're real. You understand? It's real love, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for working with me, and I want to thank everyone tonight. I think I got everybody, didn't I? I hope so. All right, and what I want to say is, next week, this show, Love Never Dies, it's still wide open. Not quite sure what I'm doing with it yet, but I know I'll be guided, as I always am. And tomorrow night will be Sylvester, a special cat here on Earth. And that's the Pet Detectives tomorrow night. And a week from tomorrow, we're going to have June Elaine Evans as a guest on the Pet Detective Radio Show. We haven't determined the topic, but that's coming up. We're going to get that. Mari Cartagenova is going to be a guest on the Pet Detectives later this month. I also have an interesting guest that I don't know how many people know of this person, but Google her and find out. She's quite prominent out in Rhode Island. Her name is Patty McGarrahan, and it's going to be, the subject is going to be, let's help the Crystal Children. The Crystal Children are another group of children similar but different to the Indigo Children, the Rainbow Children, and she's been very much guided to work with them. And all these children are very sensitive to spirit. You bet. So if you're looking to talk to me, I do private sessions. You can find information about all the work I'm doing on my website, and that's PamelaMarieEdmunds.com. There's a page of some wonderful testimonials from some of the great people I've worked with and been able to help them. There's also been, there's a list of some classes. I am going to be adding more. I've already had a request for somebody, a couple people who are interested in learning how to do trance or channeling. Okay, that is in the back of my head. I haven't posted it yet. I'm also being guided to doing some sort of a mediumship development circle here on Zoom. So if any of those interest you, please let me know. You can email me at PamelaEdmunds@earthlink.net, or you can give me a message, private message on Facebook. And I hope you're all well. Love that you're all here. Be safe, be well, and please realize a lot of people are having a difficult time with the energies of what's going on this planet. When you see somebody being upset, send them some positive energy, send them some healing, but also don't get in their way. Know that these energies, we've never had an experience like this. There were a couple people who remember the 1918 virus concerns, but this is really hitting people in their pockets. It's really hitting people hard, and we're gonna send some prayer that this get better as soon as possible, and that we learn whatever lessons we're meant to learn through it. So,
Right.
anyway,
Amen.
thank you all so much. Big hugs to all of you. Lots of love, and hope to see you all again some point.
Thank you,
And
Pamela.
you're welcome. Thank you, Karen. And please pass on the word about what I'm doing, and more the merrier. It's creating a community. And I mean, I've done some classes on a free conference call. Okay, you got the voice, you connect people across the country. You can't see anybody. And many of us are sensitive, we're empaths, and seeing and feeling the other person's energy is so important for us.
Yes.
So, be well, God bless, take care. And now I got to figure out how to shut this off.
Good, thank you. Same to you, Pamela.
Take
night.
care of yourself, Pamela.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Be